just over 3.5 minutes in. To the inside. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Irving. 8 points for J.R. Smith.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. Back to Curry. 3 seconds left. And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 6. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's James in at the small forward spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
And after an exceptional first 2 years in the league, Jason Thompson has really declined. He averaged 12 points and 8 boards over those first 2 seasons. But last year, that plummeted all the way down to 6 and 6. So his arrow's definitely been pointing in the wrong direction.
Here's Curry. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Ezeli lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Ezeli's got his first bucket in this one. No one near James as he lets it go. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Well, getting back to Thompson, as Greg was just talking about him, he's a big guy, durable, good interior defender, Clark, but he really struggles on the perimeter.
Yeah, you know, 20 years ago, his rugged style of inside play would have worked, but nowadays, his lack of a consistent shot and below average range are really counterproductive.
And the rejection by LeBron.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Thompson. And it's Rush in for Andre Iguodala. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Curry dishes to Thompson. He feeds it to Bogut. From past the arc. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 4 on the bucket from Thompson. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Warriors trailed by 4. Curry gets the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in.
Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Estes Ezeli, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Curry with the three. Tough night continues. Shooting a woeful 1 for 9.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Green. Good on the shot. And that's 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
From deep, Green. That's good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Irving drives in. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he's been the catalyst all game long.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Cleveland ahead, up by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
A lot of action from Irving. He's got 13 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. And it's Ezeli in at the 5. Wasted no time on that one. Irving's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Cavs. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Here's LeBron. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was because the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA. You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Irving from long range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
It's stolen by Green. The feed to Iguodala. It's taken away by Smith. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Irving's got the ball.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
I agree with you. I mean, anytime you can push things forward as you approach the end of the third quarter, it puts you in a good position for that last quarter, which we all know is crunch time.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
The drive by Green. James with some nice D.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Warriors trail by 10. Thompson from long range. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a low down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
And he knocks down the first one.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play.
And he gets it to go. 11 points for LeBron.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Iguodala with the bucket.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Curry, here we go. And it's sent back by Irving. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. 12 seconds left in the third. One second left. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Both free throws good for Irving.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line in today's.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 10. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Irving for three. Another three.